Hi guys! In this video I will show some blending techniques. This is the way I blend with colored pencils. Before you start, always make sure your tips are sharp enough. Shading with colored pencils will take some time, but be patient with it. You will shade the first layers with light pressure. I use two different shading styles, circulation and cross-hatching. You can use these styles or use your own style. Find out what works for you. Circulation is the style I use the most. I use it for areas where I need flawless, smooth color. I shade in tiny circular movements. And while shading, I keep turning my pencil to keep the tip sharp. I use cross-hatching for bigger areas. It's a layering technique where you draw an area of lines all going in the same direction. And then to make it darker, you go over the area again with lines in another direction. Keep your lines close together if you want a smoother finish. You see, my pencil tip is still sharp enough. Now this is what your tip will look like if you don't turn the pencil. And if you shade with the pencil tip straight on the paper like this, you will get a very short tip in no time. And you will need to sharpen more often. I shade the second layer with light to medium pressure. When it comes to layering, shade gently. You will gradually build up the layers, maybe 3 or more, until you have no white of the paper showing through. Shade the third layer with medium to hard pressure. Only if this is your last layer you will shade with hard pressure. If you want more layers, like when you are blending different colors, you will still shade with light to medium pressure. Here you can see the difference between these pencils. Polychromos are oil-based and luminance are wax-based. The color saturation is different. It will take more layers of the polychromos to get the same color as the luminance, with just 2 layers. That's why I usually use the luminance for coloring larger areas and the polychromos for smaller details. You can also use white as a blender, but this will create a lighter tone, so keep this in mind. You can also use other colors or lighter colors to blend. Colored pencils can be erased, but be sure that the more you erase, you might damage the paper. That is not what you want. Also, the more layers you have, the more difficult it is to erase. And you will not get it as white as you will with one layer. So if you want to keep something in your drawing white, do not rely on erasing. Try to leave that area white. It's important to use a clean eraser every time, so you don't accidentally add in any other colors. I also use the pencil eraser to create different texture. You can also use a white pencil to add texture on top of darker colors. Some brands are better than others. The luminance white is excellent because it is soft and opaque. With a white acrylic marker, I make very bright highlights. Or I use it for effects. This is another technique I like to use with the marker. I make some dots and then smudge it out with my finger. You can experience with different effects. Try it out for yourself. And if you don't have an acrylic marker, you can also try some acrylic paint and a small brush. Now once the paint is dry, you can color over it for another effect, or if you think it's too white. Make sure not to press too hard with your colored pencil, or you will remove the paint. I hope these tips are helpful, and thank you for watching.